Hi, and welcome to the podcast. I'm Debbie. I am 65 years old, and this podcast is all about feeling our best, and looking our youngest. But before I get started talking a little bit about looking younger and what you can do at home, I was going to tell you a few funny stories. I am a spa owner, and I had a lady that was laying on my table. She was there for the very first time, and usually I try to mention they need to turn their phone off so that it doesn't disturb their facial. And she was laying there, and all of a sudden I heard this ribbit, 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 and then it would stop, and then it would start again. It was like the ugliest frog ringtone you've ever heard. And I thought, man, she must really like frogs. She probably has like a frog kitchen theme or something like that. And so pretty soon it got pretty annoying. And I said, I guess somebody's really trying to get a hold of you. And she said, what do you mean? And I said, well, because of your phone keeps going off. She raised up on her elbows and she said, I thought it was yours. No, there was a frog outside the window. And we both thought it was our ugly frog ringtone. So anyway, it's not only what you do, but what you don't do. And so the main thing, if you hear nothing else that I ever say, use a sunscreen on your face. I started using a sunscreen on my face pretty much every day since I was about 25. And so that has been about 40 years. And I think it's really helped. And it's never too late to get started, because if you wear a sunscreen on your face and neck every single day, 7 days a week, rain or shine, in 3 years, you will actually look younger than you do today, because it's not just those tropical vacations, but it's the 5-10 minutes a day when you're outside, even the sun coming through the window of your car, and your skin can regenerate, but not when it keeps getting bombarded every day with the UV rays. So there was a study done, and these women were asked about their lifestyle. Do you drink water? What kind of diet do you have? Do you sleep well? Do you wear sunscreen? And so then after they had taken the survey, they took a picture of each of the women, and they had people that didn't know any of them guess how old they were. And so the women who had put a sunscreen said they wear a daily sunscreen looked up to 20 years younger than their true age. And so this actually made a bigger difference than taking collagen or anything else that they were able to do. So I was going on vacation in Mexico. And I don't do the sun. I maybe a little bit on my body, but I try not to put any on my face. And so I thought, well, I don't really want to, tan myself, but I wanted to look good. So I went in and got one of those spray tans, where you're like you're in a car wash, and it's front and side and back. And so I did that, and then I went to Mexico. And the very first day that I was in Mexico, I decided to, of course, get a massage. So I was kind of horrified, because when I got up from the massage and I looked down at the massage table, it looked like the Shroud of Turin, because the perfect form, I was thinner and younger back then, so it was good. It was like a perfect form of my body, because that suntan had come off and made a perfect form on the sheet. So anyway, that was kind of embarrassing. So the next step is that you need to exfoliate. I think the second thing after the sunscreen is you need to exfoliate. It's very important, and there's different ways that you can do this. Now, I was doing a talk with some ladies, and I had recorded it, and I had talked about this, and I thought, a few years ago, I was looking back on it, and I thought, I haven't been exfoliating like I used to. And so I went back to exfoliating my skin on a regular basis, and it makes a huge difference. So there's a couple of things that you can do. There's a chemical peel, or a chemical exfoliation, or there is a physical exfoliation. So chemical exfoliation would be like glycolic acid, and I have one in my line. called a glycolic coconut cream, and that is a night cream that both exfoliates and moisturizes at the same time. If you want to just do something from your kitchen, you can take some coconut oil and some sugar and rub that together. If you want to put a few drops of essential oil in there just to make it smell good, especially if it's some kind of a like grapefruit or orange or lemon, that would even give more benefits because there is some vitamin C in that. And then just rinse it off, and your skin will look absolutely beautiful. Another thing you need to do is use antioxidants. And so an antioxidant would be a vitamin C, vitamin E, seaweed. There are a lot of antioxidants on the market. And so what this does is it helps prevent free radical damage. And you think, well, what's a free radical? It sounds like somebody that's out there with protester sign or something like that. But what it is in smoke and smog and sunlight. And it is an unpaired molecule that is looking for something to complete itself. And it will complete itself by destroying one of your skin cells. So for instance, if you're out there putting gas in your car and you can smell those fumes coming up, those have free radicals in them, and they are actually damaging the cells of your skin. And so what you do is when you put on like a vitamin C serum or vitamin E or any of these other antioxidants, the free radical unpaired molecule will actually attach to the vitamin C, and it will, instead of attacking your skin cell, it completes itself with those antioxidants. So it's very important to wear some kind of an antioxidant. I have a vitamin C with pomegranate. It has a couple of different vitamin C's in it, and I use that on my skin every single morning, and always a sunscreen afterwards. So that is just my go-to. So lastly, if you see somebody from far away and you kind of know how old they are, like you kind of know within 5 years how old they are. So if you do that, the reason is because of the contour of their face. So that is muscle. So if you want to make your face look younger, you also need to think about the muscle of the face. So you can help lift the muscle of your face using microcurrent, using facial massage or facial exercise. So I can tell you more about that in later episodes, but that would be what I would recommend. Is you have to think about lymphatic drainage. You have to think about fascia, great skincare, and also lifting the muscles of your face. So remember, you're never too old, and it's never too late to be the best you can be. And so have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time.